everyone! So, I'm sorry I don't look quite as polished or cleaned up as I do in my other videos. I'm doing this one fairly quickly because I wanted to go ahead and get something up there because it's been a while. And I keep saying that I'll record a video like this week or within the next few days, and I don't. But yeah, it's been a while since I made the last one because I recently moved apartments. And I know some people had requested seeing either like a tour of my city or where I live, or just of the inside of my apartment and showing some of the features that are uniquely of a Japanese apartment. So since I just moved, and therefore my apartment is the cleanest it's probably ever going to be in that case, I went ahead and made the video now. So my apartment is called a Kyoshokuin Apato, which literally just means like an educator's apartment. You have to live in or you have to be associated with the Board of Education of the prefecture in order to live in this building. Because of that, the rent is ridiculously subsidized. I live in a family-type apartment, which means it's got 2 bedrooms and a living room, and then a kitchen and bathroom. The whole thing all together, with 2 balconies also for like hanging clothes and stuff, the whole thing costs 16,000 yen, or roughly maybe $170, $180. So it's really, really cheap. But you do have to be associated with the Board of Education to live here. They also have like what are called single units. A friend of mine used to live in them. They're right next door. You get like 1 room and a kitchen and a bathroom, and the rent there is like $90 a month or something ridiculous. But yeah, it's a pretty good deal. The only downside with these apartments is they are in older buildings, so you'll see some of the features that are unique to those in the video.
So this is the outside of my apartment building. It's fairly standard government housing. This building's just for teachers. Over here it's a mansion type, so all the buildings around here basically look the same. Let's see, over here is where everyone can park their bikes. And I live up there on the 3rd floor, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward so you don't have to deal with this. Up here on the 3rd floor, got another mail slot for delivery notices. Okay, and coming in, first we have a kitten. She likes to complain. But first things first is there's the genkan, or entryway. It's where everyone takes their shoes off. You've also got that built in to hold your extra shoes. If you go left, straight from the doorway, this is my living room. It has the most electrical hookups of any room in the apartment, so that's why it became that. But plenty of room for couches. Of course, they're all very low style. This is a kotatsu. If you look at it, you can lift up this top bit and put a blanket under it in the winter. Let's see, over here, all my game systems and stuff. That's a fairly normal sized TV, I think, for a Japanese apartment. Out here is a view of the other side of the apartments. A bunch of police officers live there because it's also government housing. It's a fairly large balcony, but you use it to hang up laundry. It's got the hookups for that. If you come in straight through here, we've got my kitchen. You'll notice that there's not like a dining room or anything like that. It's just a kitchen. Got plenty of space over here. There's also another doorway leading to the same balcony from before. This is a normal stove in Japan. It looks like a camp stove, but you've got the 2 gas burners that you turn the knob and you get normal fire. Down here is the unique addition called the fish grill. You cook fish in it. Other ALTs try to make toast and things like that. I've only used it twice, and I've burned the crap out of both things I put in there. Sink is fairly normal. There is no like in-sink aerator or anything, so you have to keep your food waste in a separate bin, and then you can toss that on burnable days. Got everything to hold that. I actually have a full-sized fridge, which is rare for, well, kind of Japan in general, but especially for the ALTs. Yeah, we've got the fridge compartment. I've got a lot of fruit. And up here in the freezer department, I've got virtually nothing. Over here, this is, if you want anything resembling an oven, you have to get something like this. A teacher before me left this here. It's capable of making about 6 cupcakes at a time, or 6 cookies, but that's the best you're gonna get to a normal style oven. We've got my 3 separate trash cans here. Yeah, I need to take out my recycling, but you only have certain days of the week. You can take your trash down to a place outside in the parking lot, but you've got a burnable day, a recyclables day, etc., etc. Moving in here, we've got a giant cabinet that for me houses like all my extra toiletries and then like health items and house repair stuff. In here, this is a fairly standard Japanese sink type thing. Even my fiance's house, which has like 2 floors and multiple rooms, it still only got this meant for an entire family. So this seems to be normal wherever you go. In here's the bathroom. I do like the paneling. I don't have one of those super crazy toilets. My old place did have one with like the bidet nozzle and all that. It does have the feature though that if you flush the toilet, water will come out here from the top for you to wash your hands, and that will be what goes through and is what becomes the water in the toilet bowl. Also, for some reason, the cat really likes this room. She does like to tear up toilet paper though. In here is my laundry room and also the cat's bathroom. It's a fairly normal washer. It doesn't have a dry function because most of the electrical wiring in this kind of apartment just can't handle a dryer. So like I would basically black out the entire grid if I did. In here's the bathroom. It's fairly normal. As you can see, we've got the super deep tub that I can sit in up to my shoulders. And because it's an old style, I've got one of those like fire heated things, or gas heated. To use it, you have to turn the knob and then put this knob over to 1, then take this hand crank, flip it over. You can kind of hear the gas. If you look really carefully in there, no, you can't see it, but yeah, there's a fire that's visible. You have to hold that for like 20 seconds, then flip it to 2 if you want to shower, or flip it to 3, and you can use the bath. There's this thing in here that will, if you flip it to 3, it will circulate the water and keep it hot. Okay, coming back out. If you go into the room straight across from the entry, this is the first bedroom. It's fairly nice size. I've got a single Western style bed. We've got plenty of closets. This one here on the left holds all my clothes. All my futons and extra stuff go over there on the right. Also, in Japanese homes and apartments, there really is no central air conditioning. So this room is the only room with aircon. And it's still really humid here, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, this apartment has 2 bedrooms, the living room and the kitchen. It's a family style apartment. Because it's teachers housing, I only pay about $170 a month for this place. If you look out here, we've got a second balcony with a slightly better view. You can see the mountains over there in the distance. I live in a valley. It's surrounded by mountains on all sides. But yeah, a little bit of a nicer view, especially at sunset. So, close this back up before my kitten destroys it. Got to do the locks. Come on. Come on out. Okay. And yeah, there's a lot of shoji screens all throughout this place because it is the old style. If you go in through the kitchen and out over here, this would be the second bedroom. But for me, it serves as my office. So we've got more closets, but less. Plenty of room though. This is actually my old kitchen table from my old apartment, serving as my desk. I think I've got Tokyo Game Show pulled up because I need to buy tickets soon. If you look out this window, it's just the same view as over there of the other side of the government apartments.
Okay, so I'm sorry for the kind of crappy quality of the video. I was using my hand camera to do it, so some things may appear a little too close to actually get a good sense of the spaciousness of the rooms. You can't really get much spatial relations in the video. But yeah, if you have any other questions about any other features of the apartment or just in general, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, I do have a request for everyone watching. As you know, or as I've said before, I teach high school level English at 3 different schools. And of course, most of these schools have an English club that meets once a week and they do various activities. So part of what I want to do is encourage them to not only be comfortable talking to me as, just like the one foreigner they know, but to be more confident in terms of speaking to all foreigners, that, it's okay to speak to everyone and to gain more confidence with that. So I thought it'd be a good idea to do a video where if you guys can send me a comment or maybe an inbox or something with questions that you have for Japanese high school students, maybe some things about cultural experiences or things like that they would be able to uniquely answer better than me. That way I can go through, pick out the questions, and then record my students and let them answer themselves in English. I thought that'd be really good, like first-hand experience, letting them talk about something important to them. And also be good for all of you, because then you get to learn things from actual Japanese people who have lived these things. So if you can think of any question at all that you'd want to ask, their age range would be about 15 to 18 years old, go ahead and also leave that in the comments. I'd really, really appreciate it, and so would my students. So that's all I have for this video. Next video, I'll either cover the Ghibli Museum from Mitaka that I went to this past weekend, or weekend after this one, I'll be going to the Tokyo Game Show again this year. So I will definitely make a video sometime about that. So expect one of those two to be the next topic. So as always, thanks for watching. I really, really appreciate it.